Pay-per-view presentation of Kings of War. And we are opening up here tonight with some breaking news. Jerkin at J-Love, the #1 contender for the World's Heavyweight Championship, has been cleared by medical staff to compete once again. Now, historically having a pretty severe back injury, he barely survived his encounter with just AJ the Giant just last weekend. But now we find him here in the broadcast booth with me here tonight, Jerkin at J-Love. Hello.
Hello.
Put the microphone a little closer to you.
You stop being so mouthy.
All right. Well, we've got a title shot tonight. You got anything to say to the champion, Brandon Bones?
We've had quite the storied past. Brandon Bones, full, canceled, and unfriended me for a number of years. And tonight I seek retribution.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Well, of course, everyone has been speculating about your lower back. They say you're cleared for action here tonight. What do you have to say about your fucking career-ending injury?
I'm as clear as Paige is to wrestle, I think.
Oh. Did you have to use that one?
I don't know.
All right, folks, let's do a rundown on the card here tonight. Of course, we got our main event. We'll get to that in just a second. But, of course, the AEW versus MVWF Part 3 event is still sometime in the future. And we are going to see the Jackson Boys, the most decorated tag team in Phase 2, going up against Swerve in Our Glory, Keith Lee, and Swerve Strickland. Are you familiar with them?
I do know those guys. Yeah.
And also tonight's 6-man tag team match, the MVWO going up against a reunited trio of the 3 jobbers that we began with here in the MVWF: Jimmy Controversy, Local Talent, and Kid Christian. Of course, remember, across the ring is Kid Christian's biological father, Dan Crane. You got nothing for that?
Jeez.
Well, here's a reference for you then. Like the Doobie Brothers, they'll be taking it to the streets.
Nice callback, sir. Well played.
And in a #1 contenders match for the MVWF World's Heavyweight Championship, the perennially fucked over career killer Mark Zaleski of Cobra Kai will face for the #1 contendership for the World's Heavyweight Champion against the man that challenged Brandon Bones at Match Mania 5, but he was dosed before his match, and with apparently what they call Molly.
I don't like that term.
Yeah, ecstasy, whatever you want to call it. It's the same shit, different decade. And he did not do that well in his match, but Brandon Bones has survived his 3rd championship title defense, further down the rabbit hole than he's ever gone as champion. And now he will end up having to face one of these 2 men if he successfully defends the belt against you here tonight. Or perhaps you could face one of these 2 men.
Oh, I'll be facing one of those 2 men tonight.
All right.
Yeah. Did Mark Zaleski get the payout from the insurance claim on his dojo?
Oh, you mean the explosion?
Yeah, like, did the insurance company come through for him on that, or?
Well, all I know is that as a result of the explosion, El Hamburguesa was talked trash about by Zaleski in the main event at Match Mania. He said it was a disgrace, that he did not belong there because his name is fucking El Hamburguesa. In fact, he calls him the Hamburglar. That's about it. And as we all know, this administration will never bring the Hamburglar to justice. But the fact of the matter is that Zaleski did not appreciate him being in the main event at Match Mania after being fucked over by Rock Holly the way he had in the Hell in the Cell match. But I'm sorry, we got to get through this intro here. Don't need to sidebar. And a huge challenge here tonight for Too Cool Koito, the man on all of the fucking sugar daddy sites, paying them hoes to give him the booty. And he's going up against one of his stiffest challenges here tonight, the Destroyer. Actually, I can't call him the Destroyer because there's another wrestler already called the Destroyer. The unbreakable one, Ryan Doyle of the MVWO. Man, you know quite well.
Is he really unbreakable, though?
I mean,
I remember beating him when he was wearing a suit of armor. I beat the man in a suit of armor.
For like an entire hour, yes.
Yeah,
yes,
I mean,
yes.
like...
The match went to a draw, by the way, because it's impossible to defeat a man in a suit of armor.
No,
in a wrestling ring.
I thought he lost that match.
I remember going to a 60-minute time limit draw because nobody could finish the match. Anyway, moving along, key man Ryan Crawford with hot liberal wife will go one-on-one with the $10 million man, Christopher York, with Virgil in his corner. And these two just teamed last weekend in the 8-man Iron Team match. And, of course, it was G-Man who picked up a couple of victories in that match, while the $10 million man didn't do shit. But the fact of the matter is that these two guys have been getting along, but they find themselves in the unfortunate position of the rankings, kind of meeting in the middle here in the next step up in the rung of the ladder here. Rock Holly saying that he was torn in his loyalties here.
Who?
That you would say that. And, of course, also tonight in our semi-main event, Rock Holly, apparently wearing his zoot suit here tonight, will go one-on-one with Dennis to take a Hitman Hart in a tough man contest. Submissions and knockouts only. No disqualifications.
You said tough man competition. You have the two wrong guys in this competition if it's a tough man competition.
Continue, expand.
Well, I'm just saying, like, Dennis take the Shipman Hart.
Oh.
And, geez, the other guy, like...
Guy whose name you can't remember?
The guy, I mean, nobody, I mean, he's only famous here. That's it.
Okay. Also in our main event, Jerkin at J-Love will be accompanied by his second, Simeon. And he will be at ringside because Brandon Bones announced earlier this afternoon that he now has a new bodyguard in the form of the man who injured your back, AJ the Giant. He will be at ringside for your match here tonight.
Well, luckily we're not fighting, so I don't feel too threatened.
Well, the man injured you. He will have eyes on you while you try to compete for the World's Heavyweight Championship. A match long in the making here for Jerkin at J-Love.
Yeah, but do you see who I have in my corner?
You've got Simeon. Not the Simeon.
But Simeon.
They are not the talking heads. They are just talking heads.
Yeah, it's not the Swans, it's just Swans.
Right. And the MVWF presenting here tonight.
This is offensive to me, by the way. I do anti-nuclear weapons work for a living.
Brandon Bones is a scumbag for sure. Kings of War, folks. We got some social commentary here. Rockets and bombs lead to explosions and death. I would think that you would find yourself agreeable to that point of view.
Well, I mean, in that this is the future all of us will see.
I made that video this morning.
Great job,
I was like, the kid with the political science degrees coming over. Let's make some fucking commentary.
That political science degrees got me far. I'm now assistant manager at the Texaco.
Nice. And here we are, folks, hot live from Atlanta.
Did I just date myself with that reference? Texaco? Do Texaco still exists as like a gas station anymore?
I don't know. I know. I saw a Hafner's the other day.
Yeah,
it kicks.
Yeah. It does kick, especially if you get that like 98 octane.
Right.
Race fuel.
Oh, that's right. I don't remember what their fucking theme song is.
Ooh, Swerve and
the Jackson Boys. Good job. Hit the button. Oh, that's right. They come out to that fucking Life of Agony song. All right. Now, keep in mind, the Jackson Boys are the most decorated tag team in all of Phase 2 of the MVWF. They've won the tag team championships, I don't know, 4 or 5 times. They've fucking defended the belts, challenged for the belts at Match Mania. Nobody can fucking touch them. They've beaten everybody. And now they're going against the #1 contenders for the AEW Tag Team Champions next weekend at Full Gear.
Fuller Gear.
Fullest gear. My gear is the fullest. Just ask your mama.
How about you call it Gear to Full?
Road to victory. All right, and here on War of Kings, we've got the Jackson Boys coming out now. And this crowd, not too receptive to the Jackson Boys, not popular here in Atlanta.
They don't use capital letters. That is pretty frustrating.
The two-sport superstar, Kyle Empire. Shit. Can't find his fucking music. And there's Swerve in Our Glory. Now, Brandon Bones has been promising an AEW event here for quite some time now. And now we're going to get ourselves a little bit of a preview with one of the preeminent fucking tag teams in AEW going up against the legendary tag team of Phase 2, Jerking at J. Lo.
I don't know that Swerve and Keith Lee are the preeminent tag team from AEW.
Well, who's better than Swerve in Our Glory?
Everybody else? Jungle Boy and...
They're not even a tag team anymore.
No, if you brought back the little guy, what's his face
Marco
there?
Stunt?
Yeah. Jungle Boy and Marco Stunt.
Keith Lee looking like he doesn't know exactly where he is at the moment.
Keith Lee looking like he ate Swerve Strickland.
Well, he's certainly eclipsing him out in the aisleway there.
I went to a Coast Contra show a couple weeks ago, and I saw Keith Lee. He was standing in front of me.
Right. Oh,
I couldn't see around him or behind him or anywhere. That guy's a big motherfucker. And he has no neck.
Fucking Swerve trying to fucking like be ingratiating because he's been in trouble with Keith Lee as of late. If you've been watching Dynamite.
I had a lot of hope for Keith Lee when he made his appearance. And much like a lot of things in AEW, it's taken a steaming shit.
And things have been stressful backstage, and of course when your backstage drama fucking overshadows your in front of the camera drama, you know, things tend to get a little off kilter here. And now we're off on the opening match here at Kings of War. And the two-sports superstar who's also the starting pitcher for the Boston Baked Beans, Kyle Empire.
Love me some beans.
Actually, the Nashua Silver Knights.
What is that?
He's a pitcher for that team, like for reals.
Oh.
Yeah.
What's
two-sports superstar, sir.
Well, all right.
And he's also the MVWF champion with the most title defenses, 11 straight title defenses, almost a year-long championship reign for Kyle Empire.
That is impressive.
He was also a double champion. He was World Tag Team Champion and World Champion at the same time.
I also really think that speaks to the overall diminishing level of talent in the MVWF.
Ooh.
It's not like it used to be.
Yeah? What do you mean, like when guys like Alhambra Guesa are in the main event at Match Mania?
No, I mean like during the heydays of the guy's name who shall not be spoken.
Oh, all right. So, Rock Holly. All right.
Yeah, like what? I mean, what do you call it? Phase 1?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you know what? It was the match between you and the unspoken one at that Match Mania, that last Match Mania Phase 1, where he arrogantly taunted you rather than trying to put you away, which he probably could have done in that moment, and you made him pay for his showboating. Yeah. You embarrassed him in front of everybody doing what he does best, or at least loves doing best, which is talking shit and showboating at the expense of his opponent, and it cost him everything.
It did.
And now Keith Lee, look at him standing on top of the Destroyer, Nick Jackson. And of course, the Jackson boys here in the MVWF, there's another set of Jackson boys in AEW who they have faced. And yes, there was a few moments where two Nick Jacksons were in the ring at the same time.
the planet didn't explode? That's not like akin to like crossing your streams in Ghostbusters or something?
I mean, there's definitely some dick docking going on. There's something wrong with it. I can't really put my tip on it, but, you know, I mean, it's...
But they did.
That's all right. I'll just keep pitching to the softballs.
So I'll keep hitting them out the park, man.
And here comes Swerve Scott. And he's throwing some lefts and rights. Man, he was off the mark there, but might have been a setup for that moonsault right there. Get him worried about one thing and hit him with something else. A swerve, if you will.
It was an acrobatic move for Swerve Strickland. I mean, it's what he's known for. It's what they brought him to AEW for.
Absolutely. I mean, I watched Swerve a bunch in MLW. I hate MLW. MLW sucks, even though I really like the idea of its formation, but it got totally fucking eclipsed by AEW and the fact that a billionaire named Tony Khan fucking outspent who had the first real idea to get some fucking TV interest in another wrestling league would have been Major League Wrestling. But unfortunately, it was just bad timing when Tony Khan finally decided to make his move and the Elite made their move and All In and all of that stuff. And look at this. Oh, stupid fucking move.
What the fuck
by the
was
Destroyer,
that?
Nick Jackson.
Holy shit.
And Swerve gonna make him pay for it with a somersault into a, what do they call it? The fucking
it's like a
9 Inch Nails song there. The Downward Spiral.
Oh, is that what the name of the move is?
Yeah.
The Downward Spiral?
No, it's had a bunch of names, but ultimately when Edge did it, when he made it famous, it was called the Downward Spiral because he was, you know, alternative teen guy, you know, that liked all the hit bands of the late 90s. And, yeah, you know what I mean? And a big, powerful standing vertical suplex there by the biggest man in this match. And now Kyle Empire, both teams make the tag, and now it's the former MVWF World Champion against Swerve. Strickland with the elbow shot, caught him, shrugs him off. Empire now knee strike to the face. What'd you think of that knee strike?
I mean, it wasn't as good as the counter block with the karate chop thing.
And look at the two sports superstars setting up for the fastball punch. Bam! And just straight up decked him. Man, Kyle Empire was able to rely on that fastball punch the entirety of his championship title reign. And now he's going for the cover here. Lee needed to make the save right there. Good timing right there in the opener. Nice front knee strike right there. Lower gut shot right there. And now Keith Lee, turned his back right there. He was going to leave, and Kyle Empire decided to get rid of him altogether.
This is my yard now.
Oh, shut up. Swerve now in the corner. Going to take the spin kick to the chin. Right on point there. Now the Jackson boys as a tag team have evolved over time. Kyle Empire, of course, using a lot of tough love on his younger brother. If he got thrown outside the ring by his opponent, Nick Jackson would get thrown back inside the ring by his brother Kyle.
It's brotherly love.
Yeah, he'd slap him around and everything.
Get your shit together.
Yep. They've faced each other in the ring numerous times. In fact, Nick Jackson actually really stepped up. Both of these guys have main evented Match Mania, challenging and defending championship titles for sure. Nick did not win the belt, but he did eliminate Kyle Empire in getting the title shot. So there's been something of an unspoken rivalry between these two, and what we've got here is a Cobra Clutch, sort of label lock sort of move here, or crossface, and now you see Swerve's own forearm right under the nose, restricting his breathing. Of course, this is not false count anywhere. Brandon Bones has gone on record that he recently saying to the press that he is sick and tired of all the street fights and no disqualification type matches. He is slowly going to wean us off of that stuff. We're going to have much more stricter rules.
I would, I'd be into the idea of going full ROH pure rules.
Right. Well, I mean, there's only so much that you can do, like, you know, with pure rules and stuff. You get like rope breaks or whatever, sort of like a kind of like a pancrase sort of thing.
Yeah.
You know,
it's a truer test of skills.
Sure.
It removes some of the fuckery that takes place inside the squared
top
circle.
rope. Kyle Empire maybe in the launch position here, and it gets saved by his brother, and that's the two brothers looking out for each other, Jeremy.
Yeah, I don't know much about that because
there's another love brother we won't mention at the moment. But that's all right, man. As the story goes, if you buy yourself a nickel bag, all you bought is seeds.
yeah.
But when you're Brandon Bones, you're like, what seeds?
Like what?
Oh, and a big old face wash for Swerve Strickland. That's right. Yet, Tony Khan, I already did the promo. I already plugged the pay-per-view. You can relax. No one's going to hurt your guys out here. Relax. Don't make me hire CM Punk. The only thing I'll do is if I have to hire CM Punk, which he's been in the MVWF before. Like, he came back to the MVWF long before he went back to AEW, because of course he did.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But I'm just going to book him against the Gi Man because they're just a couple of fucking quitters.
Jeez. Don't forget to throw the French in there.
I mean, look, Brandon Bones has his problems with fucking Gi Man Ryan Crawford for sure, but Damian Andrews has his problems too, because back in season 2, that motherfucker came up here in this booth here and broke my goddamn arm. Rude.
He broke the arm in your chair?
No, my arm. My jerk-off arm.
No, not the jerk-off arm.
Yeah.
So did you learn to go opposite arm?
Of course I did. Nothing's stopping me. The fact of the matter is Damian Andrews has needs.
Don't
and
stop,
the
won't stop.
The Gi Man got in the way of that shit. And that shit is liable for a fucking lawsuit.
Yeah, I mean...
the 4.5 years later.
I mean, it's well within the statute of limitations.
Right.
Yeah.
And Swerve Strickland wearing a necklace in the ring, which pisses me off. I hate it when guys wear fucking necklaces in the ring. I always think they're going to get banged in the fucking teeth or some shit. And here come the chops. I don't know what the fuck that was, but fucking Nick sold it. Oh, and a fucking whirly bird of a one-footed drop kick, and he caught him right in the face. In tight spaces right there, and Kyle Empire makes the save as Keith Lee, not on point there, making goalie the way he should.
Is this ring regulation size?
Yes.
Okay.
It's 20 by 20. Swerve now laying in the stops, got his man tied up in the corner. Nick gonna have to make his own opportunity, but he's got no one to tag to with Kyle Empire over there out cold in the corner.
It's like he's taking a nap over there. Oh, he's up. He's awake.
All right, he's back in the corner now.
He's back in the position.
Nick Jackson now going to the top rope. What's he got in store for him? He better hit this move. And a big-time C4 off the top rope. This might put him away here. And here comes Keith Lee to make the save. And yes, he's there in time. Kyle stupidly had his back turned during all of that. Should have been playing goalie.
This is my
I keep forgetting to fucking cut off the audio sweetening before that part. I mean, what audio sweetening? What the fuck are we talking about? There's no such thing. This fucking crowd's on fire.
Why Stone Cold start talking all of a sudden?
So, like, you ever been going down on a girl? And she's so goddamn hairy that you'd probably, like, get a little bit of help if you wore a snorkel? Well, there's new Stone Cold shop, stonecold.com, the pussy snorkel. No shit, dude. During the early days of his podcast, like, he just did, like, an ad aside for the fucking... Oh, the Sasquatch pussy snorkel is what it was called.
For real?
Yeah. I'm like, what the fuck? Is he on acid?
Yes.
It's like, and now back to talking to, like, Lord Steven Regal. You know? Covered by Swerve. One, and a save there by Nick Jackson. He was right there, and now Swerve gonna make him pay for it. Big time moonsault. Thought that might have been meant for Nick, but he adjusted in midair and hit Kyle. Oh, it just bashed him to the back of his head on his own brother's face.
That's Smots, kid.
Like I said, all these years, Kyle Empire has definitely been the team captain here for the two Jackson brothers. And he's had to behave that way, like in that kind of captain-type role, to kind of keep him on the straight and narrow. Oh, and a DDT on the white mats that we just bought.
Not going to be white forever tonight, because you've got Dennis Take a Shit Man Hart fighting later.
Yes, I do. Tough man contest. And the crowd letting Kyle Empire know what they think of him. And he's just taunting him, and Swerve is getting a chance to recover here, and perhaps he doesn't want to recover too much. 20 counts outside the ring here in the MVWF. Oh, and just drops him on the soft padded railing there at ringside. You gotta say, though, one of the underrated weapons in Kyle Empire's arsenal is that knee drop he likes to use. Boom! Did you see that clothesline?
I did see that clothesline.
Sweat pouring off of
commentary.
Strickland here. I think that Kyle will be, no, I guess maybe he's not going to settle for the count out. Oh, man, just gets thrown into the railing right there. And a double stop across the chest will take all the air out of him.
Will the collapse the diaphragm, cause diaphragmatic spasms.
Oh, but if you go head first, bonging your head off the post. Oh, and again! It might have been a bit of a double whammy at catching a bit of the mat and the post. And Kyle Empire looking for a count out here. Remember, Kyle Empire got embarrassed at Match Mania by the World Tag Team Champions, the family, Alhambra Guesa and Danger Boy, his son. Yuck. Oh, and another DDT on the floor. A second one for Kyle Empire. Takes him down with the downward spiral. A move I finally committed to memory. And now Swerve going to play the same game, but they are running down the clock here. Oh, that nice heel kick right there. Caught him right in the face. You like that?
That was a good spinning back kick.
Yep.
Great dexterity, flexibility.
But as I was saying, as much as I dislike Swerve in MLW, I like him in equal amounts now as I disliked him in AEW now. I think he's doing much better. The team with Keith Lee is excellent, and that's why they're here tonight. Brandon Bones negotiating with AEW in preparation at some point or another for an AEW show.
Like a joint MVWF AEW conglomeration.
Sort of a forbidden door, if you would. That's right, I said it. I said the words.
Forbidden Door 2, Electric Boogaloo.
Oh, did you see Kyle Empire dropped on his head again on the floor? Swerve needs to get him back in the goddamn ring.
No, I did not see that. I was too busy getting lost in Damian Andrews' eyes.
That's right, beautiful they may be. Oh, and look at that slingshot forearm over the top rope there by Swerve. And Kyle's in big trouble here. What's that, like the old Mad Magazine thing? Where like, good thing to say, bad thing to say. It's like, you know, cop pulls you over, right? And the cop says, "Where's the fire?" And it's like a good thing to say is, it's like, you know, I'm racing home to like save grandma or some shit like that, right? Oh, okay. It's like, wrong thing to say. Like, only in the depths of your eyes, officer. And another big roundhouse kick right there, ducked by Kyle Empire, but Swerve is still all over him, punishing. These two guys just want to fight outside the ring tonight, Jeremy.
Yeah, they, you know, that's outside of the boundaries of these, this rule set that Brandon Bones wants to enforce, and, you know, I mean, apparently there's plans to make it stricter, but not so strict that it's ROH rules.
Right. Well, I mean, it doesn't mean that everybody's just going to fucking start paying attention to the rules now. This is a show called Kings of War, after all. And a third DDT on the floor. Oh, and a stomp to the midsection. Right to the bread box. Fucking clinical terms. And now he's just taking him on a tour outside the ring.
He's just going to DDT him in every corner of the outside. Yes, he is.
Yes, he is.
Yes, he is.
Swerve having a good time out there, making full fucking advantage of this 20 count outside the ring. And another DDT on the floor. He wants that count out victory.
And in the meantime, Nick Jackson just standing there watching his brother get the shit kicked out of him.
No tough love there. And oh, Kyle Empire wisely dives back inside the ring at the 17 count. A little more than 2 minutes left in the time limit here. And a big off the shoulders. Oh, sort of a fastball punch. Go ahead, get in there, Nick. Put him away. Oh, but Swerve gonna cut him off with 2 minutes left. Got him up on the top rope. What's he going for here? Bit of a double team here. Swerve in our glory. Big time Hurricane run off the top rope. And now the cleanup hitter, Keith Lee. Oh, and a nice counter move right there by Nick Jackson, showing he's got much more guile and cunning. Arm twister here, top wrist lock. I don't know if this is a good idea with 90 seconds left in the time limit. And a big high angle arm drag there for Keith Lee. And less than 90 seconds here. And the two big men, oh, and Keith Lee just walks right up to him and power slams him off the shoulders. Center of the ring. And Nick Jackson makes the save. That definitely would have been it right there, Jeremy.
Should have been it, but, you know, got the brother support coming in.
And, oh, high angle power bomb. Absolutely blasts him. And now Keith Lee going to turn his attention to Swerve. Perhaps to put away Kyle Empire, who's got no one to tag to. Fastball punch in the corner. Follows up off the ropes. Spear! He got him! He got all of it! Hooks the leg, shoulders down. 1, 2. No! Swerve kicked out at 2. 30 seconds left. Yes, this crowd appreciating the tag team wrestling here tonight. And he's got the feet to the clavicles here. And big time knee strike to the face. And Kyle Empire is going to try and take a kind of a Pyrrhic victory here. No, he's setting up, but he's going to put him away with an exclamation point, but the time limit's about to go out. And he was like, I was that close, motherfucker, putting you away. And this crowd upset.
I'm upset. I'll never get that fucking time back. Should you brought me over for commentary and then I bury your whole thing? Fuck those guys. And whoever's running this show can't keep Roman Reigns from talking all over us. The fuck?
What an asshole.
What a fucking dickhead this guy is.
All right, folks, it's the MVWO versus the Job Squad.
Job Squad's gonna, Job Squad can pull it out.
Hey, keep in mind, local talent, a former World's Heavyweight Champion.
Who's that skinny fuck in the middle, though?
Oh.
With the cross eyes.
In the middle? That's Jimmy Controversy.
Oh. Is it controversy that his mom had alcohol fetal syndrome
No,
when he was
but
born?
Kid Christian is the one with the mom that you have to be worried about, because Kid Christian, going all the way back to season 1 here in phase 2, every season he's had a new stepdad. The first season it was Trevor Phillips from GTA 5. Second season it was this guy named Paul Jobber, who no one's seen in a while. Season 3 it was MVWF legend Ron Supreme with the Terminator arm.
Oh.
It was at Match Mania 3 that it was revealed, because, I mean, after everyone was questioning, it's like, well, he's got all these stepdads. Who is Kid Christian's real dad? who was Kid Christian's mom shacking up with at that point. And it turns out it was revealed to be none other than the MVWO's Dan Crane, making his return to the MVWF after being absent for almost 10 years. But things have gotten even dicier since for Kid Christian. His mom, well, I mean, she's basically the town pump, man. She actually took over the MVWF shortly around Match Mania of this year.
I remember that.
And instituted a women's division, gave fucking Kid Christian a fucking guaranteed title shot, which he actually eventually lost because G-Man Ryan Crawford used that against him because Kid Christian pulled that shit with the briefcase at the end of Season 2, right before Match Mania, and forced Crawford to defend, who was then the champion, to defend the belt twice in a single night. But Kid Christian was not successful. So he continues to chase after the MVWF Championship. He was part of a cult called the League of Shadows for a time being. Kid Christian's mom sent all of the stepdads as a unified force to try and retrieve him from the evil cult that he'd gotten absorbed into. So it was Trevor Phillips from GTA 5, Paul Jobber, and Franz Supreme. Since then, Kid Christian's mom has gone on to bang a few other people in here in the MVWF. She was banging Enormous Genitals Kevin Welch for a period of time because she liked how he ate ass, which apparently he does in real life. Because he's the only person I know that slept with one of his high school teachers years after he was in high school.
Was she hot?
I don't know, but he said he ate her ass, and that's the only thing that I care about because he did that and I didn't. Then, of course, Match Mania, she was banging Vince McMahon after he got ousted from the WWE's board of directors. Probably what was a fucking conspiracy by Nick Khan, Triple H, and fucking Stephanie McMahon. But, you know, that's neither here nor there.
Is that a real thing?
Yeah, that was a fucking real thing that happened.
No. I mean, like, do people actually think that there was a conspiracy?
That's what I think happened.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
You don't think that he was really paying off women? And
oh, yeah, he was definitely paying off women. They just decided to use it against him. Before he could fucking, you know, sell the WWE to Disney or some shit.
Ooh.
And here comes Jimmy Controversy.
And remember, kids, don't try this at home on your PS4.
And here he comes, folks. Former World's Heavyweight Champion, local talent. Defeated Dennis to take a Hitman Hart in a conspiracy worthy of the grassy knoll.
Hey, you watch your mouth.
I got this big-ass nose, man. I can't see my mouth. I can't!
I can't see it from here.
And here comes Kid Christian. Weirdly enough, look, I mean, I just downloaded him off the community creations, and I was like, I need a squad of jobbers and stuff, so I can, you know, give some of the real people some momentum and shit. And these guys have all taken off in their own way. You know, I mean, Kid Christian's never been World's Heavyweight Champion, but motherfucker has challenged for the belt a couple of times. You know, I mean, he's made his own opportunities much in the same way that the Skinny Wolf did. Like, you know, not a real person, you know, amongst the fraternity of dudes in the MVWF that actually exist, but somebody made him and keeps making him on the community creations every time a new fucking game comes out, and I don't know who the fuck this person is, but I keep downloading them, and I keep using them. And here comes the MVWO.
At a combined weight of 927 pounds,
The MVWO, Dankind, the White Side, and West Side Ito, the leader of the MVWO. A guy who, by the way, fought for that position amongst all the other members during what was briefly known as the MVWO Civil War. about 6 months ago. Crane, of course, has stated that he's got himself, he won the ladder match at the house show, and Brandon Bones apparently is going to reveal later tonight what that reward is going to be.
I hope it's a chicken breast.
Chicken breast. Just a chicken breast?
One
chicken breast. No marinade?
small one too, though, not one of those big GMO ones.
Like something that might fit in like a fucking like a KFC bun or some shit like that, or
Yeah, I mean like a like a small.
no lettuce,
No,
no
just,
bun,
nope,
all ham, no burger.
no, not even chicken, man. Chicken, not burger. It's gonna be a chicken breast.
And he has to eat it with his hands.
Oven roasted, just in some olive oil.
Oh, you're gonna let him cook it?
Just some olive oil. Yeah, I don't want him to get salmonella.
All right.
Like that.
All right,
Yeah.
in the MVWO now. I got to be heavily favored to win this thing, but goddamn if these jobbers have not pulled off numerous fucking surprises and upset victories over time. And look at West Side Ito just doing that forward roll right there in their own corner.
I thought Jimmy Rave died.
Jimmy Rave? Yeah, he is dead.
Then what's he doing in the fucking ring right now?
Who, West Side Ito?
No, Jimmy Rave.
Where?
Fucking whatever the. Never mind.
Jimmy Controversy?
Jesus Christ.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, you ought to be.
Pitch it slower next time.
Sorry, man. Jeez. Who's the other fucking, like, gothy emo fuck that I'm thinking of that he kind of looks like?
Like Malachi Black?
No, tight, like small.
An MVWF guy?
No, Jimmy Controversy looks like somebody else, too.
I don't know. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
He's about to get Oh, I thought he was going to get tombstone, and instead he got a lung blower.
That's what that's called, a lawn blower?
Lung blower.
Be cooler if it
blows
was a
your
lawn.
lungs out.
Be cooler if it was lawn blower.
Lawn blower. All right, the lawn blower. Because he does landscaping on the side with Whiteside.
Well, I mean, clearly they do
The west side
landscaping.
and the white side. Ooh, and that's a big man to be dropping a big knee on such a small man with a tiny head. And look at that low drop kick right there. And there, Whiteside now all over his man. Up on the shoulders. Look at the size difference between these two.
It's pretty substantial.
And he just kind of bounces on the ropes, half conscious, and gets the alley-oop into the power bomb. And a tag to Crane. The crowd comes alive for this MVWF legend. Oh, and he misses the big body splash. Jimmy Controversy was out of there. Oh, but he did not go over there and make the tag the way he should have. And you can see local talent, Kid Christian, very disappointed by that turn of events.
Oh, so he kind of looks like Mickey Avalon with no shirt on.
All right. Who were you comparing him to earlier? Mickey. Do you consider Mickey Avalon goth?
No, but I just, like, he looks greasy.
Right.
And like he might have AIDS.
Yeah, I mean, in all these years, Jimmy Controversy has always been a skinny little waif and stuff. He goes out there, takes pounding, does the job, gets paid, whatever, right?
Mickey Avalon shit.
I mean, sure. He'll be gay for pay.
He does the job.
Yeah.
For money.
Oh, but he kicked out of that tight power bomb right there. Crane got a little surprised that Jimmy Controversy managed to kick out of that controversial kick out right there by Jimmy Controversy.
Too much controversy.
Crane, of course, on record. I mean, he is starving for a title shot. He was one of the Mighty 11 that Kyle Empire defeated. Well, Jimmy Controversy bleeding real bad now. Look at this move right here. Off the top rope. Big, bold bulldog there. Crane is stunned. And a knee strike. Smart move right there. Keep him on the mat. Everyone's the same size when they're on the mat. Here comes Kid Christian for no reason. And a good tag right there. Go bleed in the apron. And the former World's Heavyweight Champion, local talent. Chop across the chest. Crane, jaw jacked. Did not have enough of effect on him to put him down. And blocked whatever the fuck he was going for right there. Crane left his feet. Big mistake.
Yeah. Definitely put him at a disadvantage.
And of course, I mean, if the MVWO takes these guys lightly, they could be setting themselves up for a big embarrassment here tonight.
It's curtains, you might say. Curtains for them.
And now West Side Ito coming in. One-footed drop kick, only knocks him back into the ropes. And off the ropes he goes, going to pick up the pace here. Handsprings. And big time drop kick, and he got all of that one. Sent LT all the way across the ring. West Side Ito feeling the power of the MVWO, and he just allows him to make the tag. And here comes Kid Christian trying to hide behind LT and sneak in a kick. Big time Emerald Frozen. Dropped him on the back of his neck. Two genuine cruiserweights here, facing off center. Oh, over the top rope. So much momentum behind that throw. Double underhook, gonna punish him on the floor. What's this? Ooh, and drove the knees right into the face. Gonna get a good look at this one here. Big time Rolling Thunder. Oh man, and he just scraped the railing right there. That couldn't have felt good. West Side Ito beginning to show his dominance, and of course, as I said before, West Side Ito came back to the MVWF with very little fanfare. Was almost thought of as an afterthought even by other members of the MVWO, and then he fought his way up in the ranks during the MVWO Civil War to take over the leadership and reunite the faction. So you got to give it up. He had a very lengthy Super 32 championship reign. But the MVWO has found themselves more often on the outside looking in spite of the fact that Doyle almost took the wrestler of the year and was in the main event at Match Mania this year. Uh-oh, look at this move right here. Look at that. The wheelbarrow turned him in midair into the DDT. A little payback there for what LT did to Crane earlier on. And, oh, look at that move right there. LT caught him.
Wow, that was cool.
Crane going up against his own son now. Oh, and takes a knee to the face. Kid Christian, you know he's going to be emotional here. Big time off the second rope senton. This is what he beat Dennis with. Shoulders down one, and a save by Whiteside. Kid Christian has wrestled his father multiple times, has yet to defeat him. That would have been a huge feather in his cap if he did, but Whiteside was right there to make the save. Drop kick sends the big man down. Crane also suffered a huge loss to Honk Hogan. The former MC Honky Lips, now he's a Hogan. And almost got the pin right there. And now look at, love me, Dad, love me. He's trying to get a hug from his dad.
I just want affection.
And of course, Crane infamously rejected his son at Match Mania 3. Drop kick to the spine right there. Crane looking like he's in a bit of trouble here, Jeremy.
Yeah, I mean, it's only momentary. Or is it?
Local talent dragging his man around big time. Moon moonsault, got all of it right there. Might want to go for a pin right there, but Crane was playing possum.
Veteran move.
Absolutely, and now going to walk him around with the backbreaker, and now just going to bend him over the knee the way he ought to have done to his son years ago.
He should have bent him over his knee.
Crane now up on the shoulder. Look at this. Psyched him out. Oh, and just throws him to the ground. Now, Jeremy, keep in mind that Crane is someone that you can definitely relate to in the MVWF because he has had a lot of problems with his lower back as well. But now he's got the rings of Saturn. Good tag team continuity here. The partners keeping an eye on each other. And again, Crane overpowering LT. But he can't keep relying on the same stuff. Otherwise, LT's going to catch up to him soon enough. 1, 2. Kick out at 2. You got to give it up for local talent. He has raw toughness and resiliency.
He does have resilience.
Oh, man, Dominator. But I don't know how you resist shit like that. Crane absolutely overpowering him here. Nice reversal right there. LT was looking for that opening to find his way out with some defense here. Oh, instead he's just going to taunt the MVWO. I don't know if that's a good idea. Gets kicked in the face for his troubles.
I'd say for his showboating.
Oh, and how about your neck right now? And Westside Ito making him pay. You just got deleted. And now it's time for... Oh, he blocked a curb stomp again. LT has that move fucking scouted. Jumped over him, caught him inside. Victory roll, he got him. What a move right there by Kid Christian. Didn't get the pin, though. A little bit of fake out wrestling. Dodges the kick. Look at the skill right here of these two. Takes him down, back and forth. Oh, and plants him with the reverse DDT. And now, Westside Ito setting up his man for something. Handspring drop kick, and he got all of that.
That was a big one.
Oh, got a little flexibility there.
Hey, how you doing, right? Hey. You know, you gotta go for it, right?
Looks like you got a little bend in your unit there.
Yeah.
I'm going for a Stallone. You almost sound like you're going for the two old men up in the balcony in the fucking Muppet Show. Oh, no, sir, I don't like it. This show is terrible. Kid Christian having to kick the bid man off, and look at that Hurricane Runner right there. Takes him over. And that's using what size you do have to your advantage. Got to kick him down. What's he setting up for? Big running knee strike. And Whiteside is down.
Uh-oh.
And he tags in LT, the former world's heavyweight champion. Believe it or not. What a moonsault right there.
This balloon knot?
No. Almost got the 3 on the big man, and what an upset that would have been. Whiteside now, like he is being dominated. They're making the quick tags. They've kept Whiteside isolated from his corner. And they are beating him down, and here comes Crane to break that shit up. And Whiteside losing his temper out there. Gonna send Jimmy Controversy for a throw. And now he's got Kid Christian's head turned. Boom, neck breaker. Whiteside absolutely explosive here. Tags in Westside Ito. Blocks the kick. Two small guys being eclipsed by big guys. Hard to see out there. What is Whiteside doing? Drop kick,
Oh.
springboard, double team move. And for such a big man, you got to give him credit there, Jeremy.
No, I don't.
All right, meeting adjourned. No. You want to read the minutes of the last meeting? Jeremy did not agree that he had to give it to him. All right. Make sure you record that in the minutes.
I vote to second the minutes.
All right, the minutes have been closed. And Whiteside not even registering the fact that local talent is out there trying to interfere. Oh, there he is. I saw you, motherfucker.
Hey, you get out of here.
And now the MVWO starting to make the quick tags. And the Job Squad starting to suffer. Getting just past the 15-minute mark here. Oh, nice. You can see how smooth Kid Christian is, jumping up in the air like that and catching the motherfucker with the head scissors. Oh, shit, going after the neck right there. That was fucking brutal.
Is that are you allowed to do lethal moves?
I mean, I am honestly surprised that West Side Ito that he did that to West Side Ito rather than his dad. Which was kind of the point of me giving him the move. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Ito now poised on the apron. Springboard, drop kick, and car. All of that one there. And this time he hits the curb stomp. Local talent, shoulders down. Yamaguchi-san is there. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, so close.
I don't know if that was a save or if local talent got the shoulder up. Oh man, and this one breaking down.
The end result's the same.
Spine buster. West Side Ito is by himself. Oh, look at local talent going to house on Whiteside.
This is my yard now.
Yes, this is your yard now. Shut the fuck up. Oh, look at that running roundhouse kick. Caught him in the head. Rolled away. Came back firing rights and lefts. And a DDT for Ito on the floor.
He's showing his speed there. It's the benefit of being a little guy.
Yes, it is. And Westside Ito is no slouch in the speed department either. Oh, and he did to him what he did to him earlier and just scraped him on the railing right there.
We should watch out. He might lose a nipple.
Oh, looks like we're having an earthquake. And local talent gonna go pick a fight with Crane. Admit he's your son. Admit he's your... No, I won't. Oh, kicked him right in the head.
Well, then fuck you.
Yeah. But Ito had a chance to recover here, and local talent only just turning his head in time. Hard right shots and a big swinging left and a right. Uppercut under the chin. Face first to the turnbuckle. And now they're going to do some double teaming here. Big time back body drop. And look at that big slash across the forehead of Jimmy Controversy. Snap suplex. And Jimmy Controversy, even though he's bleeding out there, did have a chance to recover after that long stretch that he was in the early part of the match. And Kid Christian now may feel like he's got West Side Ito beat here. Yes, and he hit the senton all the way across the ring. Hooks a leg. 1, 2. Crane breaks it up at 2. That would have definitely been the upset right there. Don't forget, folks, big time main event still coming here. Look at those kicks. Jerking at J-Love, going for his second World's Heavyweight Championship against Brandon Bones here tonight. And look at Whiteside doing it whenever he wants. And now he's got the bastard son of Dan Crane in the ring. Clothesline takes his head off and saw none of that. Drops a Granite State elbow. Now tearing at the chin, driving the knee in the lower back. Perhaps he'll get him to submit here. Oh, Jimmy Controversy breaks it up, but Whiteside's so big it took too long for West Side Ito to get around him. Blocks whatever the fuck he was going for there, that wheelbarrow move that he's been hitting. And a DDT.
Brutal DDT.
Brutal DDT. And an elbow to the top of the head. And he tags in dear old dad. Look at this move. Oh my God, Christian Destroyer right there. Dumped him on his head. And now the cleanup hitter. Local talent. Sends him over the top rope. I don't think that was really what local talent needed to do at this point here. Crane is down on his back. He's not moving. Well, now he's moving. But only because I said that out loud. Folks, we're going to be taking a smoke break after this match here because we need to re-up. And look at this right here. Power bomb on the floor. Just, oh my God. Splatters local talent.
I think he's fucking broken.
Throw him back in the ring and pin him.
Throw him back in the ocean. Let him sink.
Dead fish.
Local buoy.
Yes, going for the pin here. 1,
Awful close
2,
to the ropes.
3, it's over.
That's it.
Nicely done by the MVWF. Put local talent down hard on the floor and knocked his ass out.
I mean, you can only be so excited when you beat a bunch of jobbers.
Yeah, well, when one of them's your fucking ill-begotten fucking long-lost son. And another hard L for local talent and Kid Christian here as it concerns the MVWO. Alrighty, folks. Well, we are going to take ourselves a short little smoke break right here. We need to re-up. We'll be right back. And, of course, just remember to our sponsor, Boner Pills. You got a problem with your dick? Get yourself a blue old boner pill. Get you pointed upwards.
Boner pills.
That's our slogan. Get you pointed upwards.
Get you pointed upwards. Boner pills.
I'm sure that there's a driver's fee.
Right.
Well, hello, wrestling fans. We are up with people now. Things are good.
People.
Yeah, we just had a good little smoke session. Everything's fucking good. Now we're really getting into the meat and potatoes of our show here tonight, folks. Let me remind you, we've got a number of matches still here to come. No more tag team matches. It's pretty much a straight run. Whoop, let's not do that. Fuck this shit up. Of singles matches where this opening match here we're having here between Selesky and El Hamburguesa has got some heat behind it here, Jeremy. Let me briefly explain. Selesky came up to do commentary for night 2 of Match Mania. And he was apparently in a really bad mood after the referee fucked him over. And he decided to do nothing but talk shit about a guy named El Hamburguesa who was challenging for the title that night. He said it was an embarrassment. He said he didn't want to see it. He shit on the main event at Match Mania. And on top of that, Brandon Bones doused El Hamburguesa with a fucking molly that fucking did not deliver the fucking main event as you would have expected it to be on such a huge, prestigious show.
He doused him with it?
Well, he fucking dosed him, is what I mean to say.
Okay.
I, Damian Andrews, never do drugs, even though I just came back from a smoke session, which means I'm a liar.
It does.
My bad, folks, my bad. It's a live microphone.
Oh.
Yeah, kayfabe. Anyway, so Selesky has said all of these things about El Hamburguesa on what was a very bad night for him. Well, it was a bit of a mixed bag, because they won the tag team titles the night before from Cobra Kai, Selesky and Johnny Lawrence, and Sensei Kreese was at ringside. And El Hamburguesa and his son Danger Boy repeatedly attacked Sensei Kreese, who was making his first appearance in the MVWF since being exploded in the fucking dojo attack by F-Bomb, the appropriately named F-Bomb. So you know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of fucking ins and outs and what have yous here in the MVWF. Yeah, there's some bad blood here between these two, and they're fucking fighting for the #1 contendership for the MVWF World Heavyweight Championship. So it could be either you winning the belt here tonight facing one of these two men, or it could be Brandon Bones.
No, it's gonna be me. It's gonna be me.
Right. Okay. You had enough of this fucking sis boomba?
This music sucks dick.
See, my problem with fucking patriotic music isn't patriotism necessarily. It's just bad music. Couldn't they have picked better songs?
No, it's patriotism.
That too. I mean, that's a kind of a pain in the ass. But the point is that when you're talking about like an intro to a wrestling show, there's a reason why Vince McMahon always chose America the Beautiful over the Star Spangled Banner, because he thought that was an objectively better song.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I think, yeah.
Weird how that didn't really... I have seen it in other places where they have replaced the Star Spangled Banner, not often.
Yeah,
you know?
with a different...
but, you know, where you have like some young singer or some shit like that will sing it, or Dave Mustaine will show up and play it on guitar, pretending he's Jimi Hendrix or some shit like that.
Emphasis on pretending.
The guitar thing. You know, the guitar thing. Like, he's a virtuoso. He's really good at guitar. Now watch him play.
Watch him play this.
Yeah. Never saw any of those guitar player guys playing America the Beautiful necessarily.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a song that lends itself to...
Yeah, it's not a top 40 hit either.
No.
Oh, hey, wrestling.
Oh, wait, what? This isn't a deep dive analysis of patriotic anthems? And marching band music? Fucking love marching band music.
Oh, shit, I didn't even bother setting up the music.
Marching band music makes me so horny.
And there's Selesky, folks. One half of Cobra Kai.
Wish somebody in the truck would get their shit together. Yeah. Johnny Lawrence would be proud. Pumps this shit in his Dodge Charger. Pumps the fuck out of this song. So this is Mark Sedleski.
Yes. 4-time tag team champion. Has had a single shot at the World Heavyweight Championship. And of course, you know, this would be his opportunity with a victory here for a second time. El Hamburguesa, however, has had 3 title shots.
Is he going to swallow that flame? Like he's a flame swallower at the circus?
No, he said that Gene Simmons from Kiss taught him how to do that.
How to swallow a gigantic phallic-shaped thing?
I mean, you never know. Everyone has secret talents.
Did you say Gene Simmons?
He said Gene Simmons.
Gene Simmons is the guy with the tongue, right?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, there you go. Weren't we talking about butthole licking earlier?
Were we? I mean, that would be an awfully convenient thing to say if we hadn't been talking about it. But considering we just came from the smoke session and everything has been just like, you know, mentally clean slated, if you wanted to insert that after the fact and convince me that this was something that we are doing, you know, a ... continuation on, I could probably be talked into that.
I can see some work.
Yeah.
Figure out how to make this work.
One half of the World Tag Team Champions.
Did El Hamburguesa get drug tested before this event?
Well, I mean, I don't think that he was really upset that he had to fucking experience Molly. I mean, he'll get fucked up. He's a gangster. He's the hooligan homeboy. He's El Hamburguesa. He's one half of the World Tag Team Champions, and he's brought his son to be his fucking living example here as a role model in the MVWF. They watch the MVWF together, and it's a thing. So I decided, Danger Boy, you're a wrestler too. And then, of course, last episode, Danger Boy was late to the ring for their fucking tag team match. So I want to keep that in mind and stuff like that as, you know, a subplot or whatever that we'll probably get to later.
He's not showing up for his dad?
I don't know, man.
Man.
Like, he's been all through the MVWF. He has been at ringside. Like, remember what I was saying earlier about fucking the Jackson boys and stuff, and the way they kind of like rely on each other and stuff, you know, for the tough love. I mean, we've seen a little bit of that out of El Hamburguesa too here. But yeah, like the last tag team match they had, Danger Boy showed up way fucking late.
If you're not 5 minutes early, you're late.
And then El Hamburguesa was victorious over He-Man Ryan Crawford, so he's looking to use that to springboard to a World's Heavyweight Championship title shot. And of course, one of those guys, one of those main event players here at the top of the food chain is Mark Selesky. And let's get it on here, folks.
There's a great wheel kick. Going to work on the legs pretty early.
And you know that Selesky is smarting from a very controversial loss at Match Mania to Rock Holly. Referee Joe Stromboli, who's since been fired by the MVWF, making a bad call, not making the calling the tap by Rock Holly in the submission hold on top of the cage. And of course, Rock Holly got one last victory, the only victory of the half-hour Iron Man match in the last 30 seconds of the match. And of course, by then it was too late. And look at him walk right into that spine buster right there. Selesky talked so much trash after the fact during El Hamburguesa's main event run at Match Mania. Oh, it just slaps him in the face.
Got your nose.
Dragon screw leg whip holds onto the ankle and oh, look at Selesky. He's comboing his moves here. He's piling it on.
It's a flurry. It's a McFlurry.
And apparently he is not obeying the fact that Brandon Bones has said that there's going to be stricter rules here.
Fuck your rules.
He's got a chair.
Fuck your rules.
Oh, look at this. He walked right into it, into the victory roll. Is he going to steal it? No, he's not. Come on, Yamaguchi-san. Get that fucking chair out of the ring. And over the top rope he goes. And El Hamburguesa's like, well, fuck it. I'm going to go get a weapon, too. And Selesky going to be right there to meet him. Cuts him off. And a dragon screw.
I think the wrestler's behavior is demonstrative of how little respect they have for Brandon Bones.
I mean,
you're trying to implement these new rule sets where, they bring it back to away from sports entertainment and back towards wrestling.
Oh, I don't know. Fucking Selesky said some very controversial things about Brandon Bones upon his return to the MVWF a couple of years ago. He was saying that he was not going to be allowed back into the MVWF because of his age, being that Selesky is 51 years old. And a drop kick off the apron there. And, oh, look at that German suplex. Sent him into the steps. At least partially there. And the hooligan homeboy showing he has no respect for the rules. And Yamaguchi-san trying to gain control out there, going outside the ring. He's not even making the count.
Yeah, it looks like the referees don't even respect Brandon Bones.
And he steps on the chair. Remember, Brandon Bones gave El Hamburguesa a sheer drop brainbuster in the aisleway on the steel chair. Absolutely destroyed him. Oh, sweep the leg, Johnny. And now Selesky going up the top rope for the Steve Perry press. Yes, and he hits all of it. Will he end him early here? 2, no. Selesky trying to embarrass El Hamburguesa here by ending it in just a little over 3 minutes or so.
Lazy pin, though. Lazy pin.
And look at him. And this is the same submission hold he had on Rock Holly. And Yamaguchi-san is there, but you can see El Hamburguesa, he's got the counter. He broke the grip. God, underneath them, backbreaker. And there's that Timberland kick right there from El Hamburguesa. One half of the World Tag Team Champions here in this #1 contenders match. And now the hamburger escape. The arm grapevine around the neck and cranked across the neck. And oh, man, look at him. I think he might have raked the eyes right there.
That was a good-looking submission.
Bit of a Gargano-style move there.
Yeah, it's poorly applied. I would have done it different, but...
You are a submissions division expert.
It's true.
And now Hamburguesa going to try and smother him in the corner here. Selesky, though, quick move to get the hell out of there. Ducks underneath. Boom! Look at that straight thrust kick while he's on his knees.
Right into the El Cholo glasses there.
Oh, that's right. Fucking, you know which side El Hamburguesa took in the East Coast-West Coast feud.
West Side!
And another sweep of the legs, Johnny. And now Selesky has that chair again, and he's going to set it up in the corner, maybe? No, he's thinking about it. No. What else has he got in store for him? And oh! Just brains him with the chair in front of the referee!
It doesn't look like wrestling to me.
Oh, look at him. Oh, he's shaking the chair hurt a little bit right there. He's kind of shaking it off with the chair. That was fucking vicious. And another dodge right there by El Hamburguesa. Knocked it out of his hands. Smartly done. Gonna give him end zone on the chair. That's Selesky's move. And gonna pin him with one hand across his chest. Two. Oh, Selesky got the shoulder up. Selesky tried to do that to the $10 million man in front of Rock Holly not too long ago.
Who?
And it shows that fucking El Hamburguesa has been paying attention, has been scouting his opponents. Perhaps gonna pay him back. Oh, got the chair kicked out of his hands. Hard strikes coming from Selesky. And now circling his man, placing his stomps. Oh, was gonna set him something up on that chair again. On another leg sweep and a senton. And you can see Selesky comboing to put him down. Steve Perry press again. Yes! Hit it a second time.
Could be it.
1, 2, 3. He got him. And he put him down hard.
Cue my music.
Dominating performance here from Mark Selesky, and now he is the #1 contender for the MVWF World Championship.
So when's my match against Selesky?
Well, I mean, we just did 2 events last weekend. We're doing an event this weekend. It probably won't be any time in the next couple of weeks, but it will be soon. Look at Selesky here. The leg sweeps on point. Steve Perry press didn't miss. Here's another look at it. El Hamburguesa made a go of it.
Timbo in the face.
And look at him. He had plenty of room to talk trash here tonight. Alrighty, folks. Now I gotta say, someone better be up to a challenge here tonight, because one of the greatest wrestlers of all time, Unbreakable Ryan Doyle, is going one-on-one with Too Cool Coito from F-Bomb, and you can see his harem of whores is with him, along with Rock Holly, or should I say, his harem of whores and 2 chicks.
I thought just harem of whores just covered the group.
Yeah,
but,
yeah, it's a blanket statement.
Yeah,
for sure,
exactly.
But Too Cool Coito has his fucking hands full and stuff. he's shown some moments of brilliance. I mean, he goes out there, he's overweight, he's bald, he's fat, he's a sugar daddy on the sugar daddy sites. Like, it's what he's all about, man.
He's not athletic at all.
No, he plays poker professionally as a side gig here from his wrestling career. But he's going in there with a guy who takes his fucking wrestling seriously, man. Doyle uses the goddamn Q manure as his fucking finisher. That shit is no joke. Ryan Doyle, a two-time former World's Heavyweight Champion, main evented 2 Match Manias, Wrestler of the Year, Tag Team of the Year, unified the Worlds and Submissions Division belts. Former Super 32 champion, absorbed the Super 32 belt. Actually, you're the one that fucking, I'll take that back. You're the one that fucking united the submission belt with the world belt. But Doyle, on top of that, added the Super 32 belt to the resume. And of course, twice coming up short at, 3-time Match Mania main eventer. In the last few years, Match Mania has been a 2-night event, so there's 2 main event matches to go around. But Doyle has fucking 3 of them. He's already playing his mind games. Every time he steps in the ring, it is warfare. To Reptilian by Converge. I have to say that Too Cool Coito is definitely not the favorite to win this match, but we've seen him be very resourceful. Few people in the MVWF do more with less. Doyle awaiting his opponent. And a huge crowd reaction here tonight for Too Cool Coito. Hotlanta has to be his town. And you know he's not coming alone.
That's generous. 283.
Thank you for that. Too Cool Coito. Spotty record here in the MVWF. Highly criticized at MVWF Justice in the Tag Team match against Cobra Kai. That did not go his way at all. Was much better in the Iron Team, hour-long Iron Team match. to take his opponent seriously here. As Doyle is no joke. Oh, knee strike. And here come the right's gut shot. Hit him in the soft spot. Jawbreaker on the mighty mullet of Ryan Doyle. Guy you've been in the ring with many, many times, jerking at J-Lo.
I believe I beat him when he was wearing a suit of armor.
I still say it went to a draw.
I still say you were too high to remember.
Can't argue with that part.
Yeah, you all were.
Oh, man. Trying to manhandle him. Doyle having none of it. Throwing those elbow shots in. Takes him over. Look at this. Seamless moves right here. And drops a knee across the wrist. This is the knee strike, though. Smooth move. Oh, throw shot. Keeping it cheap. Up on the shoulder. Clotheslines him on the top rope. And you can see the differing styles right here between these two opponents.
Yeah, I mean, you know, one of their styles is clearly dictated by the fact that he's a fat fuck, and then the other guy's an athlete.
Right.
So.
Oh, knee strike. German followed by the follow-up to a German suplex here. And now Doyle dragging him around.
My spot-on analysis has you speechless.
Yep. Oh, shit. Well done. And now a couple of up kicks from either guy, showing that they both got some defensive skills. But Doyle really putting them together here as Too Cold Koito beginning to be overwhelmed in the first 90 seconds of this match. Oh man, hard knee strike. Don't forget too, Too Cold Koito last weekend lost one-on-one to Dennis to take a Hitman Hart. A devastating loss in his career here. So he's looking to really, really overachieve here against Doyle. Got to put something together.
Pardon, Damien.
Uh-oh.
That's take a shit, man.
That's right. And now the Bukkake Tsunami from Doyle dropped him on the back of the 3 rolls in the back of his neck.
A package of hot dogs.
And into the corner now. Doyle maybe was thinking about the Q maneuver. Crowd coming up off their feet for that. And look at that full Nelson into a Star Destroyer. Trying to hit him when he was down. Doyle gets right back up and just all offense.
I don't even know what that was.
It's a running forearm shot under the chin. A forearm uppercut.
Look like a tornado twisting spiral of divisive damage.
Doyle now gonna slow it down here and work the arm. Gotta give Koito a little bit of credit right there. Rolled out of it. Knew a counter move to get out of there. And look at this right here. Look at that, ladies. Did you appreciate that shit? And put a dab on the end of it.
Drug culture.
I'm thinking more sex trafficker. But he does love to keep the ladies fed with cocaine. And he is bleeding now as Doyle may be setting him up. Crowd feels it coming. It's time for the Q maneuver. Time to put him away. Boom! Dropped him on his bald head. And this might be it here, Jeremy. Hooks the leg. 1, 2, 3. Doyle did not waste any time here tonight. Getting it done. And Doyle absolutely dominated him here. Beat him in under 4 minutes. And the crowd telling Too Cool Koito they're pouring him off the ring, out of the ring. How much he sucks.
Fuck out of here, fatty.
Bad night for you. I want to take another look at that fucking Q maneuver.
What's the name of that move?
This is this one right here is the Bukkake Tsunami right here.
No, I know what the Bukkake Tsunami is. I've given you one.
And there's the Q maneuver right there. The only 2 moves in this match that mattered.
Is that like a humidor and manure together to make
It's like
manure?
a human made of shit. Human manure.
Human manure. Got it.
Human manure.
Human manure.
Which is what you become after he drops you on your fucking neck rolls like that.
Package of hot dogs. Frankenfurter, Frankenmeister.
All right, folks. Big time match coming up here. Technically two allies here. They teamed in the Iron Team match because they have common foes. But ultimately, if you're going to climb the rungs of the ladder of the MVWF, you're going to eventually have to face off against each other.
Yeah, I hope he takes those fucking chains off.
He does. There you go. There you go. Trying not to give you any instruction, you know, live on the microphone. I will lie to the audience, apparently.
What?
One-on-one main events from here on in, folks. We've got a #1 contender already established in Mark Zaleski. But I got a feeling that Doyle feels like he's the #1 contender, considering how much he basically fucking destroyed Too Cool Cueto here tonight.
He did walk right over him.
Abso-fucking-lutely.
I don't think it really matters in the greater scheme of things, though. I win tonight, I take on who the fuck ever, and, you know, I beat Doyle in a fucking suit of armor, so I ain't scared.
Don't be scared.
I ain't scared. I ain't scared. Gonna make Brandon Bones tap out there.
Yeah? You got some words for the champ?
Chump champ.
Oh.
Chump champ.
Well, we'll be hearing from the champ after this match because he's got some words to say. So I'll be passing the mic off to him shortly after this match here. And apparently he's got a lot in his pocket here that he wants to show everybody. Not sure exactly if he wanted me to phrase it that way.
Yeah, I don't know what that means, but alright.
What's he got in his pocket?
Yeah, I don't know.
Why don't y'all reach in there and find out?
Why don't you go ahead and reach inside that pocket and tell me what
There's
you
some
feel
candy in there
there.
for you.
Tell me what you
Ow, it's a needle!
And here comes the Gee Man.
Why'd you say Guy Man?
It says Gee Man.
Oh.
Being greeted here in Atlanta like you'd expect him to be, the quitter. If you saw the MVWF bingo card, half the fucking bingo selections were Gee Man quitting. But he's going one-on-one with a $10 million man here tonight. One has to wonder if Brandon Bones wasn't putting this together to force these guys against each other. And he does not look like he's in a good fucking mood here tonight.
He lost a lot of money in his crypto crash.
People were critical of his performance in the Iron Team match, saying he didn't do shit for an entire hour. And then he lost to Zaleski the night after. And you can see he's got a thorn in his claw here tonight. He is not a happy man. So will these two really tear into each other? We shall see. Right hand from the Gee Man, throwing the kicks. Look at this power. Oh, instead just drops him on his crown, knowing full well that Gee Man has had a number of head injuries in his time in the MVWF. It was Kyle Empire who gave him a pile driver off the apron to the floor back during the B1 Climax tournament. that has fucked his ass up since day one. And now from behind, German suplex.
Brian Crawford looks like the lead bad guy from Superman 2.
These General Zod.
Yes, General Zod.
Come to me, son of Brandon Bones. Kneel before Guy. Kneel before Guy, man. Oh, look at that drop kick right there. Oh, look at that. These two guys juking and jiving out there, throwing their suplexes, going for the cover, hooks the leg, shoulders down, rope break too close. And you can see Erica Crawford, Girl Dynamite out there, hot liberal wife. She has so many names, supporting her man, even though he straight up punched her in the bread box a couple weeks back.
I'm sure she deserved it.
Brandon Bones and He-Man got into a brawl, and she tried to break it up, and he just swung wildly. That is the second woman in the MVWF that he's accidentally hit.
Accidentally.
Yep. They're in the Super 32 Championship Tournament.
Were they running their mouths before they accidentally got hit in the face?
It's tough to say, man. He-Man is a controversial, polarizing figure that is constantly analyzed on YouTube videos. He's part of the manosphere, I think. He likes to fucking... if you ain't fucking him on the third date, he's gonna fuck you. Fortunately, he's a married man to hot liberal wife who keeps that shit in check.
Theoretically.
Yeah. But he's got a temper. Everything just goes black. 1, 2, count only, and a solid 2 count right there, but a strong kick out from the $10 million man.
General Zod.
Virgil at ringside for the $10 million man.
Who are the ghost of Virgil?
No, Virgil's still alive. He's been eating them fucking breadsticks from fucking Olive Garden, baby. He's all about that fuck money. Just ask him, he'll tell you.
Oh, I actually heard about it.
Yeah, he'll sign a fucking autograph for you and then charge you $20 whether you wanted the autograph or not. And He-Man, known for his high-flying ability, not going for it out there, even though he might have had the $10 million man vulnerable to it for a dive outside the ring. Gotta wonder what's going through Mark Selesky's head right now. He slammed that chair in the top of the head of Alhambra Guesa after Brandon Bones clearly stated there were supposed to be more strictly enforced rules here in the MVWF. And Yamaguchi-san, in contrast to Joe Stromboli, did nothing about it.
Yeah, I said earlier, I think it demonstrates the lack of respect that this talent at the MVWF have for Mr. Booker Man.
Yeah. And look at this right here, slams him down. And of course, Yorkie with his power moves these days. And now he's poised to perhaps put him away with the spear. He-Man staggers to his feet. And he takes a plow right through him. Which is a thing you say. 1, 2, and kick out at 2. A strong kick out by the He-Man. He took all of that spear.
I mean, you do put a plow through land, right?
Yep. And look at that German suplex right there. He-Man showing he's still in this thing. Both men known for their ability to take extraordinary amounts of punishment, and He-Man just obsessed with this curb stomp. Dragging his opponent around now. He's got something in store for him. Perhaps the figure 4 sharpshooter. Yes! Yes, he's going for it! And that's why he does the curb stomps, because he fakes his opponent out thinking he's going to do one move and goes for the other. And now York trapped in this painful submission hold.
A lot of time to be in that move.
Gotta wonder about his condition, having been in that for that long.
Fuck your back up.
Spine buster.
Also fuck your back up.
Absolutely. And it's all about the follow-up here. Look at Crawford. Cravat suplex throws him by his own neck. Million Man trying to fight back into the $10 million dream. Center of the ring. Can Crawford maintain? He counters. Nicely done. Good counter wrestling there by the Gi Man. And another German suplex. This time holds the bridge. 1, 2. No! And York choosing to kick out rather than fucking go to the ropes right there.
Uh-oh.
Into the Kimura body scissors. York being tested here by the Gi Man, who's got way more main event experience as a 4-time World's Heavyweight Champion. A lot of folks have compared Gi Man Ryan Crawford to Brandon Bones, where either guy has had multiple title reigns, but only one of them is really counted as actually having any significance. Oh, look at that knee strike. Blocks the fucking attempt at the spear. Goes for the cover. 1, 2, 3. Crawford knocked him out.
General Zod wins.
Crawford looked like he was in trouble there, but man, what a timely block that was to stop the spear. Well, he took the first one, but he learned his lesson the second time around and was ready with a knee strike. Knocked the $10 million man right the fuck out. And I'm sure he wasn't primed after multiples. And look at that German suplex, holds the bridge. Big time victory for the Gi Man here tonight. And a bad night continuing here for F-Bomb. Entering the announce booth here is MVWF World's Heavyweight Champion Brandon Bones, Father Peace himself. All right, Bones, here's the microphone. I'm going to hand it off to you. You sure you want to do this with him here, right here in the announce booth? Just give me the fucking microphone. Damon Andrews, sit your ass down. Jerking at J-Love over my shoulder. What you were looking at right now is 7 foot tall AJ the Giant, who's my new bodyguard here in the MVWF. Now he's going to be at ringside because I heard about you associating with that hairy beast Simeon that's been crawling around my locker room since Matchmania 5. I forgive you for that. But what I do not forgive is bringing that smelly, hairy beast out at ringside with you for our title match. So I call you and I raise you with my own smelly, hairy beast. Shut up, AJ, and take the abuse, you little bitch. He will put a giant shoe store up in your ass, Simeon. Or he'll just throw a bunch of snausages on the ground and you'll be unable to resist their delicious attention. Because what it's going to come down to with my newly enforced strict goddamn rules here in the MVWF is there's going to be no interference here tonight, young man. No, sir. In fact, play me some patriotic music right now. Now listen up. Brandon Bones is here to tell all of you. We've got a big match coming up here tonight, and I think I might even take a smoke break here with Damian Andrews, and I'll maybe let you, because Simeon, you know he's going to take one fucking rip of that shit and there's going to be no more joint left. He quit smoking last week. I don't know where I'm going with this goddamn promo, but the fact of the matter is I am going to defeat you because it is unfortunate for you to be meeting me at this here in town. Brandon Bones has never been hotter. In fact, he's also inside them ropes, never been shittier. I'm gonna rake your eyes, I'm gonna punch your balls, I'm gonna grab you by your pussy. Then I'm gonna take my fingers, I'm gonna shove them up your nose so you can smell your own pussy. And I'm gonna say, you are what you eat, pussy. And down to defeat, pussy. You're gonna know what it means. Don't boo me for that shit. That shit makes total sense. Jerking at J-Love. It's been a long road for you to come back here and finally get yourself another title shot. Unfortunately for you, most of the time when you're in a title situation, you lose. Especially at the world title level. And here I am, deep into my fucking title reign, like I was deep into this sugar baby's pussy that I bought off of the internet last night because Brandon Bones pays for sex. But you know what, folks? The good news is I forgive myself for that. It's my fucking money, and if Vince McMahon can do it, so can I. So, in conclusion, I'm gonna leave the announce booth here. Don't. That's right, you should all boo that, because you would want to hear me talk some more. I'm going to go smoke before my big match, and we're going to pause this a little bit, because I have to also pack one. Fact of the matter is, jerking at J-Love, you're going down harder than a 2-nickel whore on Times Square in 1977 with Martin Scorsese as the director. That shit is ugly. And I'm sorry for you. Do you have anything to say in response? No? Okay, let's take a smoke break. Oh my God, they're telling me to shut the fuck up.
right, ladies and fucks, we're back. I'm taking over the rest of the show, and Damian Andrews has smoked himself
Smoke freak.
silly.
You a smoke freak?
Been freestyling a lot lately, Mr. Bones.
Yeah?
Yeah, Mr.
Usually
Andrews.
I'll freestyle over fucking Alhambra Guesa's entrance or Too Cool Coito's entrance or some shit like that, but...
You freestyled right over mine.
When?
Well, I don't know. I watched one where you just shat all over fucking Rocka and whoever the other guy is that raps in my entrance music. Who is it? It's
Alhambra Guesa and Too Cool Coito.
rapping my song or my entrance music.
Oh,
No, it's Rocka, Iroscience, and Richie Cunning.
right.
Yeah. I should I gotta write my own new entrance music.
It would make you a unique figure in the MVWF if you had like your own self-generated entrance music. In fact, one of the things I actually had thought about doing at one point was going to like your YouTube channel and stuff and just using some of
using the beats I make?
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, something
Yeah.
like that. But but to find the right thing and to kind of sift through all that, because there's a fair amount of it on there and stuff. I don't really have time for that.
I hear you.
But
Maybe I'll do it. I mean, I got all the gear to
Yeah.
do it at home.
I mean, send me a GarageBand file. I don't give a fuck. I actually did try that because after that fucking Jay-Z thing and shit where I had Obama fight Trump and he came out to 99 Problems and stuff and fucking Jay-Z owns like half the internet or some shit, that shit got fucking struck like immediately.
Oh, I'm sure it did.
Yeah. So that's why I'm always using like lower tier bands and stuff like that. I mean, most of my fucking tastes aren't very mainstream anyway, even still. It's just older.
What, you mean Pablo Cruz doesn't have a huge...
I have no idea who that is. But like I say, if I use like
I just got you with a reference. I was digging deep on that one. I was gonna go hot chocolate just because that's something we've talked about.
Oh, the fucking like
Yeah,
everyone's a winner, baby. See, I'm surprised I'm not getting a strike just for doing that fucking little.
No, they can't. I saw a guy do that actually. I found a really good like hip hop informational channel,
Right.
and a guy was talking about how Prince has the whole like internet lockdown and everything gets struck really fast.
Right.
So it was a little mini documentary about the actual like writing of the song "Kiss" by Prince.
Right.
And he couldn't play it, so he was like trying to mimic it with his mouth and shit. It was just hilarious. And so I know that it won't get you struck. And also doing covers won't. Like you can, but
Well,
playing
yeah, I
somebody
use a lot of
else's
covers,
stuff.
a lot of live versions of songs and stuff like that. If I'm using fucking South of Heaven by Slayer, it's a fairly well-known song. But if I use it from Decade of Decadence, which is a live record and shit, which probably has a bunch of phony fucking crowd noise in it anyway, what fucking difference does it make? Nobody's
mad at you.
Yeah, nobody gets real fucking mad at you. But I used fucking Jay-Z the one time for the guy that would be most appropriate to use that for.
How do you think he's a billionaire? It's because he takes everybody to court.
Yeah. Well, folks, we've got a huge match here. The fucking first of two semi-main events here tonight, and Rock Holly is coming loaded for bear with him and all his friends.
Two of my favorite fucking wrestlers on the planet.
Yeah, absolutely. And fucking Rock Holly here, the former two-time MVWF World's Heavyweight Champion, two-time Royal Rumble winner, two-time Wrestler of the Year, has never main evented Match Mania. Sucks to be you. Hey, hit your button, yo.
That's not even the right one yet. Oh, it is the right one. Never mind.
Shit.
Everything's going to hell here.
And here he comes, folks. And he is not coming alone.
No, he's coming with a bunch of other guys. Because that's what Rock Holly does, is he comes with other dudes.
And look at him exploding all over the ring side, people. And
He
F-bomb
comes with other dudes and explodes ringside.
showing some unity here tonight, though. He's still wearing the face mask from the face injury that he sustained. I don't know how much longer he's going to have to wear that.
How long does it take for a facial to wash off?
I don't know. Ask the Gee Man. And he is staring down the barrel because you see that he's still healing in that right eye. It was a huge coincidence, or according to Brandon Bones anyway. He was attacked in his very own home, caught on camera while Brandon Bones was also in the vicinity of his house. This is a true story, by the way. He was found beaten up and his face damaged in his own home, and Brandon Bones was in town.
Rock Holly got beat up in his own house.
Brandon Bones' response was, maybe his wife should be nicer. Dennis is not coming alone.
He's also coming with another guy.
Don't come alone. That's the message of the MVWF for all the children.
Don't come alone, come with another guy.
Yeah. But these two peas in a pod.
Synchronized coming.
Oh, watch this. There's going to be some more synchronized here. Stuff in a second.
Shit.
But look at him. I've never seen Dennis in such a good mood.
Dennis, take a shit man heart. Shit man.
And Dennis has a huge challenge ahead of him here tonight. He's beaten Rock Holly before. He's going to have to do it one more time here. But Rock Holly has beaten him as well. Up on the shoulders. Snake eyes on the top turnbuckle in the corner.
Damien,
Yes.
are you rooting for one of these guys in this match? Or as a commentator, you kind of have to be
I need to be an
impartial?
objective sportscast journalist in all fields, but honestly, I mean, it depends. I mean, right now, fucking Rock Holly has that piece of shit He-Man Ryan Crawford out there at ringside and stuff. The man broke my fucking arm a couple years ago. I am not happy about that shit. So, yeah, I guess I'll be fucking, you know, kind of underhandedly fucking cheering for Dennis. And look at him, right in front of the key man, and he's bringing back that crossbow. Got both the arm and the leg cinched right there, but Rock Holly figure fours the leg and turns the hips and gets himself free.
We call that a Yuji Gakame.
Nicely done. And face first, the damaged face of the cracked face of Rock Holly. You can see that one of those in his entrance there, one of his eyes still very bloodshot. Up on the shoulders now, Dennis. What's he got in store for him? Another clothesline, this time over the top rope. And Dennis, known for his King Kong style, his dominating style, but Rock Holly is definitely one person in the MVWF that can match Dennis for power and strength. He's picked Dennis up over his head for the press slam before. And look at him, just throwing the point of that elbow in there. Oh, Enziguri to the cannabinoid infusing mask of Dennis to take a Hitman Heart. And look at that Uranagi slams him fucking hard. God, I remember during the Cell match, he did that to Selesky a number of times, right on the roof of the Cell. And now Rock Holly with the wrist clutch Top wrist lock. Gonna try and slow this down here. Dennis is explosive. He can burn himself out early. And look at this. German suplex flips him all the way over. And the power of Rock Holly on display here in the PAT kick. And he sidesteps it. Big time kick misses. Waist lock. Elbow shot. Up over the shoulder. Move. Counter move here, Jeremy. Look at this there. Into the half and half. Suplex. Takes him down hard. Right on his head. And another half and half suplex on the two-time surgically repaired neck of Rock Holly. Goes for the stunner. Rock Holly felt it coming. Clotheslines him over the top rope. And now he's got him. Powerbomb on the railing. Ouch. Devastating right there. Neither of these two guys holding back. And look at that. Oh, it just throws him. Give him the big Hindenburg throw.
You know, it's really impressive that Rock Holly's head hasn't fallen off yet, considering all the trauma.
Yes, he has. And now he's up. Remember, this match is a tough man contest. Submissions and knockouts only. Now German suplex into the railing. He's trying to get that knockout. And another German suplex throw. And Too Cool Koito is pleased. And look at it, it's crowded out there. Dennis looks like he's all by himself, and Rock Holly has just exploded him a couple of times with two German suplexes.
You know, Too Cool Koito, what? Too Cool Koito is looking in pretty good shape for having just lost the match.
Yeah, he got a bit of a breather. He went backstage after the crowd told him he sucked. Oh man, good whipped into the railing now. And now Koito, and here comes the Goon Squad. And Crawford wants nothing to do with that.
Zod's
Look,
back.
all those fucking losers out there. I guess G-Man won his match. Whatever.
He healed himself with the magic of our son.
Oh, and a press slam into a spine buster, and Dennis has the wind knocked out of him. And now Rock Holly gonna take him to school with the figure four. The move Joe Rogan hates the most is the figure four.
That shit don't work.
Gonna Rock Holly getting turned over, and yes, the power of Dennis, and he has to release the hold. Otherwise, it'll separate his kneecap. And Dennis just unleashing the fury. Rock Holly chopping him back, takes him down. After that leg beat in the figure four, set him up. Dilly Campbell's clutch.
There.
Dennis has tapped to this before. He tapped her in the Iron Man. Oh, and he sneaks out the back door. Like your mother sneaks out the back door. Rock Holly being dragged around by his white dreadlocks. Elbow shots to the midsection. Oh, couldn't hold him up right there. Rock Holly perhaps. All of the reoccurring injuries finally starting to catch up to him. Remember, he was in that torture rack earlier. And now Dennis has him up in the air again. With the arm across the throat. He is cinched in there, Jeremy. Will he tap here? On the elbows.
Uh-oh.
Elbow shot. Got himself free. Lands on his feet. Up on the shoulders. Dennis, though. Rock Holly, his lower back too weak to really be as explosive it needs to be right here. And clothesline out of his shoes.
Devastating.
Stunner! And he's out! The referee's called it. Rock Holly is out cold. Dennis is the winner.
Oh, this was a 2 out of 3 or something.
Nope.
Some sort of shenanigans. Well, I have to give it to him. Dennis didn't take a shit tonight.
No, he did not. These guys were throwing mad suplexes at each other, trying to knock each other out early. And it happened. Look at this. The half and half right on the top of his head. I gotta watch that shit all day. He escaped until he Campbell's clutches. Rock Holly was going for it all because he's made Dennis tap to that before.
That was a big turning point in the match.
And the stunner. You can see Rock Holly out on his feet before he goes down. Congratulations, Dennis, to take a Hitman hard, and now it is time for the main event. World title on the line, folks. Jeremy, a former World's Heavyweight Champion, former Submissions Division Champion, 2 times just in Phase 2. Won the big ladder match on Night 1 at Match Mania 5 to earn himself this title shot here today. Jeremy, do you have any last words for the champion who you spoke to earlier tonight? No? Just nodding his head no.
The belt is mine.
And of course, this match is going to be held under the strict rules that Brandon Bones has been apparently attempting to enforce today, unsuccessfully, I might add. Defending the belt here now, each man is coming out with a second here tonight. Simeon going out with Jerkin and J Love, and Jerkin and J Love's old nemesis, the man who injured his back in the first place, AJ the Giant, is apparently Brandon Bones' new bodyguard at ringside. Anything to say about that?
Fuck that guy.
Fuck that guy. That's some heat, brother.
That's some heat, bro.
Here comes the challenger. And the crowd's letting him know what they think about him here in Hotlanta. And he's cashing in his unique opportunity here for a World's Heavyweight Championship shot here tonight. He won the ladder match at Match Mania 5. He is a former world champion. He successfully defended the belt. He's been in multiple main events at some of those highly rated shows in MVWF history, like the Big War. But you never know quite what you're getting in for when you're going up against the king of the Game of Thrones, Brandon Bones. Simeon, baby. Simeon. Let me lean again. Peace, Brandon Bones, the champion. And he's walking through the Forgiven Door. And you see who's got his back here tonight. Both men entering the ring with a smelly, hairy beast at their side. these fans who hate Brandon Bones. They have nothing good to say to Brandon Bones. Showing no fear of the Simeon, excuse me, just Simeon. I'm just over here waiting for you to correct me on that shit. This dude. What an entrance from the champion. His love affair with the belt continues. This match, 30-minute time limit. Listen to this fucking unruly response to Jerky and J-Love.
Weighing in at 233 pounds, he is the champion, facing
Brandon Bones. That motherfucker. Bones, now this is the second iteration of Brandon Bones, being that this is him, his flawless clone body. And the championship being presented to the challenger. You can see Jeremy still wearing that back brace. Yamaguchi-san, the referee, no fucking shitball Joe Stromboli, but after earlier tonight, we saw some shenanigans from Yamaguchi-san himself when he did not call the disqualification of Selesky. What are we going to see here tonight with Brandon Bones' new strictly enforced rules? And now the challenger, open up and out, drop kick. Drops the leg, the knee across the arm, perhaps setting up one of his famous Fujiwara arm bars. Snap suplex. No, you can announce your own match if you want. That is a legal rule in the MVWF.
That's so weird.
And Jeremy now, right hand. Keeps his feet. Rights and lefts from Brandon Bones. Jeremy keeping his fighting back. Oh, walked right into the elbow. They collide.
You know, I think my main problem with it is announcing your own match is unrealistic.
Well, Brandon Bones, then you don't have to. Brandon Bones throwing some shots out there. Got Jeremy up on the shoulders. Knee strike. German suplex. And he is flattened out and got stomped in the lower part of the neck. Up kick saves him. Jeremy ties up. Belly to belly suplex. And now, look at this, the triangle. Bones, though, so experienced, knows all the tricks, all the ways out. And the miss to the eyes. And a kick to the skull. Like I said before, Brandon Bones relying more and more on shady shenanigans in front of the referee, goddammit. And, oh, what? What? Shady shenanigans!
Whoa.
Oh my God, Jeremy totally grabbed the referee right there. Or excuse me, grabbed the bottom rope. What is this bullshit? He throws the referee outside the ring. He toasted his opponent in Matchmania. He uses them as body fucking shields in their matches when he's in multi-man matches. Brandon Bones pulling every rug out from underneath one another. He calls this a victory. The champion, look at Simeon, he's fucking disgusted. Are you disgusted?
Smells like shit in here. And it's not because Dennis take the shit man heart this left.
Can we have a replay of that shit?
Well, there's the mist to the eyes right in front of the referee. And I'll give it to Jeremy right here. He knew where he was in the ring when he took the kick to the head, because he still managed to grab the bottom rope, but Yamaguchi-san did not call it at all. Well, folks, what an event this has been. Kings of War ending on some bullshit. And a successful 4th title defense for Brandon Bones. With so many others nipping at his heels, he has pulled these shenanigans here while simultaneously announcing that we are going to strictly enforce the rules here in the MVWF, and that is definitely something here that has not come to fruition.
Definitely no.
Do you have anything to say to the people? Just speechless.
I'm apoplectic.
Oh, that's a fucking complex word.
Means I'm speechless.
Well, folks, all right. Well, we have seen it all here tonight. 20-minute time limit draws in the tag team. A new #1 contender. Apparently, we are looking down the barrel of a gun of Brandon Bones defending the MVWF Championship against Mark Selesky, the #1 contender. Not jerking at J-Lo. Not He-Man Ryan Crawford, who won tonight against the $10 million man. Not against Rock Holly, who lost to Dennis the Take a Hitman Hart. Knocked his ass out with a fucking stunner. A bad, bad night for F-Bomb, as their fortunes continue to sour here in the MVWF. Look at this. Look at him just kicking him in the head, spraying him in the face. Not the first time he's been sprayed in the face, I'll bet. Well, folks, thank you for joining us here tonight. I am Damian Andrews. We will see you next time. The MVWF. Yeah, don't tell me to go away. All right, I'm cutting it off. Rude. Very rude.